7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. with a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
Welcome back, Dart fans. You are watching Dart Stream Live. I'm Ben Hunter, joined in commentary by Eskimo Quinn and Mickey Brock, live from the venue. How are you, Mickey?
Fantastic, mate. Good evening again to all the viewers out there.
And cracking first game, mate. Tell us who we got.
James Bailey, Adam Bainbridge. Should be a bit of a belter. I just watched James's last game against Dame Marland, a rematch of their game this morning, but the way that James came back, unbelievable. Played some super darts, big checkouts, big scoring, fantastic. If he carries that through against Adam Bainbridge, it's going to be very difficult for him to get on top.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And players are at the Aussie now. We might just cross over and have a wee little peek at what's going on there. He's just warming up, and Declan gets things organised at the venue. And obviously James Bailey, the bull, at the Aussie at the moment. And Adam Bainbridge didn't realise he was a misfit. There you go.
He might not have realised it.
Maybe so Adam, borrowed the shot.
Adam was the one that Declan was talking about last night, Gold Coast guy, and has been putting in the time and doing a lot down in the Gold Coast, and then decided to have a bit more of a crack on tour. And Greg invited him into the team, apparently. So, and he's just gone from leaps and bounds from there, just playing some really solid darts of late. So it's good to see.
Yeah, why don't we just have a quick squiz at the draw here. Bring that up for you. So you can see through the quarterfinals, Robbie King, Dave Platt. This one that we're going to be streaming, Adam Bainbridge, James Bailey, Mel Cumming, Gordon Mathers.
It's not GG, by the way, so just to clarify that.
Yep.
So, look, we had a little bit of a technical thing. So GG had to pull out. We missed Rob Modra, of all the people, in the draw. So, unfortunately, couldn't change the name. And a little bit of a technical issue there. I couldn't get back in there. So it is Modra playing under GG's name. So Modra thinks he's a horse, but he's not really. We've all seen it. But anyway, so it's not GG. It is actually Modra.
Following the draw through, Jeremy Fagg is 3-all with Carl Caton, and Kai Smith through over and Billy Aiken, which isn't Billy Aiken either, is it?
No, it's not. It's one of the locals that stepped in. Billy's had a sore leg, so one of the locals wanted to have a crack, and we threw him in there under Billy. Billy's gone home just to rest up for tomorrow for the big one.
Oh, good stuff. We're just waiting for Declan to get back in. Maybe shoot him a message and see if we can get him to come and change that scoreboard for us, get the players up. He's no doubt doing something else far more important. He's been running his legs off today.
He has indeed,
organising stuff at the venue. Maybe, Brocky, you able to just go out and grab Declan for us, mate?
Not a problem at all.
Thanks, mate.
One, two.
They're just getting the microphone going. You can hear the caller. So Declan not only running the stream from the venue and the commentary booth, he has also been the legs on the ground for Eskimo as far as tournament directing goes, setting up scoring devices. You hear the caller there having a little practice.
Who's the caller? I've missed it.
I'm not sure, can't see. I could just hear the voice. Oh, yeah, it's Chris Crab.
Oh, it's Crabby.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And walking around tapping his mic, just making sure he knows it's working.
Just in that match, we're talking about Mods versus Mal. Mal's actually up 2-0 over Mods at the moment. Mal obviously needing a big one here. Robbie King taking over the number 1 spot. The winner of this gets a modus trip at the end of this event. So we are talking the difference of 180 points, which is absolutely nothing on this order of merit. And Mal is now 180 points behind Robbie King. So Robbie King and Mal both still in the quarters. And it's going to be very interesting to see who is going to take it. And technically, I shouldn't actually rule out Jez. I think Jezza, if Jezza wins it, he's mathematically a chance to leapfrog as well.
Do you have the order of merit in front of you there, Eskimo?
It is in the ADC/DSL group, mate, if you want to have a look.
Yeah.
How do you get the mics working? They won't start. I told them not to start until the mic is working.
Yep.
I think it's like one message up, mate.
Yeah, no worries, I'll get there.
So it is tight at the top, is all I'm saying.
Okay, just running through that list there. Rocket Robbie King, $2,500. Mel Cumming, $23.30. Jeremy Fagg, $19.75. Tim Pusey, $17.50. Bailey Marsh coming in number 4 at, it looks like 5 actually, sorry, at $14.30.
Yeah,
Ray
but
Smith
Pusey and Smith aren't playing, so they haven't got a chance of winning that today. Hence the highlighted areas and the 5 next. Yeah.
Yep, I understand where you're at now. Yeah, nice organisation of that Eskimo.
So Marland is gone, I think, for memory. He's out now, isn't he? Yeah, no, because Jeremy's playing Carl. Yeah, because James Bailey just beat Dave Marland, sorry. So Marland's gone, Bailey's gone. The winner of this event here is going to be either Robbie Mal or Jez. Mm-hmm. Whoever wins this event, because Jez is still in. Jez is 4-4 against Carl Caton at the moment. The winner the winner of that will play Kai Smith. So to get into the quarters. So it's a 3-way tussle at the top. 1,300 is the first prize, and it just really depends, right? So if it's Robbie versus Jeremy, then obviously Robbie would probably take that, would he? No, 20. Oh no, 32 and 650 is runner up. Oh, I'd have to do the math on that. That's too tight to call.
Okay, players having a crack at the bullseye now. Bainbridge first. Oh, flicked out at the end. So Adam Bainbridge wins the bullseye and is away, I believe, straight into it, treble 20. 85, and that is not the voice of Chris Crabb calling the game. We saw he passed the mic off to young fella.
Got to start him young.
Yeah, so just confirming, if Jeremy wins and Robbie was second, then Jeremy would go to number 1. If Mal wins, then he obviously will take that outright, even if Robbie or Jeremy was second. And then, if Robbie wins, it's all over, right? He's already in front. doesn't matter. They can't catch him.
It's great that the permutations are going through right the way to tournament number 9.
Correct.
There's still more people in with a shout.
Absolutely. Well, it's the top 3 really, and I mean, they've worked their butts off across the last, 8 events. So they deserve to be in the spoils of capturing the elusive Motor Starts ticket.
Well, the only person to double up on wins is Robbie King.
Is
Robbie.
Correct.
That was a massive win for him. Not only getting his second ADC Oceania title, but also propelling him to number 1 on the list. And then you consider that he didn't go to Geelong. That's not a bad effort.
Absolutely. I was actually round at Mel's the other night. We went round there. Reese Matthewson was there as well. We were having a barbecue round at Mel's and a few drinks. And Reese was like, "Oh, I should have gone to Perth." He goes, "I didn't realise how close it was, especially after Perth when he was still right up there on top of the ladder. Up there anyway. When I say up close to the top, he goes, "I should have gone for Perth for points." But that's what you get when you don't travel.
Yes, unfortunately, there'll be a number of players that will be kicking themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Particularly when we can watch the Motors Super Series on Sporty Stuff or Motors TV.
Yep.
So we can watch our guys plying their trade, flying the flag, so to speak.
Oh, look, it's a massive opportunity. We saw what Ray's done, and, I mean, credit where credit's due, of course. But, I mean, look, Ray's flying the Aussie flag over there. There's plenty of other players that are certainly within the same realm. And in this group, there's probably, a good sort of like half a dozen of them that could step up to that level quite easily.
Almost out of double for Adam Bainbridge. James, 136. It can't be done now. 8.
13.
Oh dear, 13. How unlike James Bailey is that?
Game shot.
Yeah, doesn't make a mistake with the second go at tops. Adam with the throw. Takes the first leg. James to kick off the second. James Bailey, of course, a fantastic sponsor of Darts Down Under and DSL.
43.
Yeah. Not quite in the groove he had against Marlowe. But he did finish very, very strong in that match. Adam didn't pounce on that. He needed to. He didn't. That's better from Jimbo.
100.
Yeah, nice steady ton. Never knocked back a ton plus score. Again, Adam not really doing too much damage. Not putting too much pressure on Jimbo.
44.
James not really doing himself any favours there either. Cagey leg.
140.
Yeah, that's better from young Mr. Bainbridge.
And the ball, James Bailey, can be a slow starter at times.
That's the old saying goes, not how you start, how you finish. You can ask young Mr. Marland about that.
84.
74. Hasn't got himself down to a finish yet. So James can get in a two triple score here. Not going to happen.
41.
Dear, last one again snatched. Yeah, which is there showing. Both around the 73 mark at this stage. But it is only the second leg. Plenty of time to grow into the match. But with these guys, if you find yourself 3 down, it's going to be enormously difficult to come back from. It's a bit of recovery dart.
120.
And so is that. It's more like it from the bull. That's more the bull we know. Just throwing a complete bag of nails there. Count going now.
24.
Not the best of setups either. 24.
Look, James Bailey really struggling. He is sitting on a 55 average. I know we're only a couple of legs in, but just not actually getting any runs on the board. Not able to score, not able to hit those big trebles with the regularity that we're used to seeing from him. He's got to do something. You see him tries to G himself up. Come on, as he walks the oche.
Yeah, he normally plays with such alacrity. Both of them do. Both of them seem to be struggling somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Double 10 for Adam. 2-0 lead.
No score.
Didn't really get himself any closer with all 3 darts. The ball, 48.
8's
the
good for
8.
tops. And that the 8 would have been his preferred dart there. He likes a double top finish, and look, drags that down and wide into the fat 1.
That was dragged by a long, long way. Adam coming back, another 3 at double 10.
Game shot.
And he takes 1, 2-0 lead. Should have the throw in this walk. Should have the walk with this throw as well. Indeed he does. First to 6, remember, best of 11.
81.
Cutthroat knockout this tournament all the way through. Sure, James will have given himself a very stern talking to while he was waiting for this throw.
125.
But gentleman that he is, it would have been inside his head. He wouldn't have made any noise that could be construed as distracting his opponent. He's not that type of player. Gentleman on and off the hockey, James Bailey. Right, you're saying that, I've yet to hear anything said against young Mr. Bainbridge as well. 2 very nice fellas. Just seem to be overstretching, overreaching. Cannot hit the trebles. It's better from James. Again, slipped the 3rd one wide. Adam needs a huge score here, and he's not going to get it.
41.
41. James needs to set himself up. Again, drifted over to the left, 555. Single 20. You come down.
95.
Stayed up. Only 1 left. He will be coming back. That's better from Adam.
And this is a better leg for James. 12 darts, 81 left. Averages come up significantly. So he starts to find a few. Triple 12's good. Ooh.
Ooh. Mind you, if we get a 60 from Bainbridge in the first dart, we'll go for the Hollywood finish. We'll find out now. Went for it.
100.
He's got the ton, he's left tops. James come back for double 13. Go straight for it. Of course he will. Good marker. Work your way in. Hasn't worked in that far.
13.
And just inside. So Adam comes back. Tops for a 3-0 lead. Holding the breaker throw, of course.
Oh, two very high darts.
Yes, it's... I thought the second one would be a lot closer.
And
But
that
no,
one
all three.
well high again. So James now to fix this 13 up.
5-4-4, I would suggest.
5's good.
Oh, I've got another one right.
It's on the wire.
Needs to peg here. Needs to.
No, it doesn't happen for him. So
Side.
Bainbridge looked like he was afraid to hit tops. I suppose James Bailey could be an imposing character to play against. He's got a reputation that precedes him. And Bainbridge fixes that one up with a double 10.
This is we know that James is renowned for his resilience and particularly his strong finishing towards the back end of a match. But at 3-0, it's a bit of a hill to climb, if not a mountain. But if anybody is capable of doing so, James the Bull Bailey. He's not called the Bull for nothing. Dragging them low. That's better.
100.
So, well, Adam needs ton 20 plus. Getting it. That's better.
95.
Going drifted over into the 555. But much better showing from the Bull.
70.
And I'm unable to follow up that good first out. James working his way up towards the triple.
65.
Yeah, clever thinking. Clever thinking. 160. Again, be lovely to see the Hollywood out. But look at this, look at this.
40.
Oh, I think the third one's just dipped under. Oh, we're not getting the 160. But could leave himself very handily placed here.
60.
Just 60. Still a 2-dart finish. Bainbridge can't shoot out on 207. Couldn't get that with a scattergun.
43.
Yeah, clever board management. If he comes back, he has left himself a finish. Will James go top? Looked like he was trying. Again, he's dragging it. He's left himself tops. Asking questions of Bainbridge in this leg. There's the first 57. Oh, just it over into the 7.
84.
Well, left himself 80. James needs to peg this one.
Oh, double tops has been his bread and butter.
Game shot.
And he
Oh,
manages
look
to
at that.
place that one
That's a
in
good
double
sign.
10.
Now, there's a good sign. James Bailey on the way back. No hesitation with that second dart.
137.
Look down the bottom there. Picked up the 57. Kicks off with a 137.
And something's just not quite ticking with the bull at the moment. And there's nobody harder on him than himself.
96.
James really wants to win one of these because apparently his young son's been asking for some more pocket money.
100.
He's starting to find him now. But that just seems to have inspired Bainbridge to smack it a big 140.
Need to see the Bailey consistency. That's a good first out. Bounced off.
80.
Ooh, went down, picked up a 19 there, so leaves 261. 128 here for Bainbridge. Got a kick off on the 18. So he doesn't. Okay. Goes down the 19. I suppose doesn't have to go to the 18s when the opponent's not on a finish, but playing safe for it.
Well, it's so much at stake. It's not surprising.
Doesn't make for quite as good television though.
No, we'll have to get non-boring players in future. Stop it. Stop thinking about yourself. Start thinking about the television viewers.
18 and 12 for tops.
30.
Doesn't go.
Again, quite high.
Bit of breathing room though with Bailey back on 204.
He could set himself up. Be handily placed if Bainbridge doesn't check out.
100.
Yeah, steady time. It's not too foul at this stage. I'll just give Bainbridge a little tap on the shoulder. I haven't gone away yet. Just inside, double 10.
20.
Long way off again from that double. It's like he's not setting himself between throws. Just lobbing in the general direction.
$88.
88. 16. Adam, back for double 10. This time he clicks. 4-1. Opens up that three-leg gap again. There's no real room for error now, James Bailey.
And just a quick run around the grounds. So, first quarterfinal, Robbie King, 6-3 over Dave Platt.
45.
Robbie sitting there awaiting the winner of this game, Adam Bainbridge, James Bailey. And Mal Cumming over Rob Modra, 6 legs to 2. And Mal now awaiting the winner of Jeremy Fagg and Kai Smith. Kai 1-0 over Jeremy at the moment.
So the 1, 2, 3 on the order of merit list are all still in. Very interesting.
139.
And look, we know Robbie is a couple of $100 ahead, but you know, that difference can be made up by Mal beating, say, Robbie in the final. That could make it up, and Mal, I think, would then be winning the Pro Tour Order of Merit. Of course, I should remind you that the winner of the tour after this evening's event will win a spot at the Motor Super Series and some money towards travel and
$2,000
$2,000 towards the flights. So brilliant prize to play for. And look, those top three, Mal, Jeremy and Robbie, they know what they're playing for. They know what they've got to do to get there. Just a matter of what they can produce in the rounds to come.
Well, I think in their own minds, they know that any tournament they enter, they want to win it.
44.
But they all know if they win this one, tournament number 9, this is the one that's going to get them over to the UK,
Yeah.
to Portsmouth. Those wonderful, wonderful venue that they've actually built down there in Portsmouth.
Mm-hmm.
Looks absolutely super on the TV.
Absolutely. But I suppose we also should mention that everybody who doesn't qualify this evening will have a second shot, and everybody who's already lost tonight will have a second shot, I suppose. Tomorrow, it's open round-robin tournament into knockout. The seeds get a buy straight through to the knockout stage.
If
The
they
winner of
want it.
If they want it,
If they
of course.
want it.
You know, maybe you don't want to come in cold after a few hours of people playing round robins. You might want to fight your way through into the knockout through the round robin, and that's completely up to you. But either way,
James,
the
double
winner
five.
of that one,
No score.
Ooh.
Oops. Oops.
yes, either way, the winner of tomorrow's tournament will also get a spot at the Motor Super Series. 76 now for Bainbridge, 60 down for double eight, and it goes. Oh, and he's excited.
He was mildly pleased with that, I think you could say. But I'm not sure whether the two recipients of the Motor Super Series places, whether they're going to be in the same tournament. I would imagine they're going to be in separate tournaments.
Look, I don't know. It hasn't really been defined. I don't know. I just suppose it could be interesting if Modus throw them in the same week.
But it's just something to muse over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to throw something else into the frying pan.
Well,
so
it'd
to
give him a
speak.
travelling companion.
Yeah, for sure.
They can take me if they want. I don't take up much room. But that's the one thing I do like about the bull. He is never more dangerous than when you've got his back against the wall. Seen it so often. People think they've got him,
40.
and he wriggles and he jiggles, and then he next thing you know, you're shaking hands. He's just pinged you.
Well, there's nothing wrong with his focus. You have a look at his eyes, and he is staring down that treble 20 bed.
As he left it just that little bit too late.
45.
5-1 down, you would suggest yes, but I've seen as big a comeback as this.
He's in there. And again, by the look of it,
121.
In that third dart. We'll come back, of course,
59.
and they still have a minimum 6. So he can set himself up. No need to panic.
60 for bullseye.
Will he go,
for it?
Will he?
He does.
Of course
Has
he
a red hot
will.
crack. Don't call me the bull if I'm not the bull.
That's why he's called the bull. He takes it on full bore.
99.
There's probably
See whether
as
he
much a
goes
power
960.
move as a power move as anything else. He's gone 17-4.
Thought that would be the way.
17.
Left-hander, he does prefer the other side of the board, furthest away. Most
So
players would have
138.
gone 916.
Yeah. 138, not going to go for Adzi, but I think that's 98 scored.
No, I'm not sure.
No, 53 it was. So double 4 for the ball. Down for double 2.
That's a good marker. Oh, just didn't clip it enough. So Bainbridge come back for 85 to wrap it up. Can he hold it together? 70 left. Oh, and he's missed a big 20. Would you Adam and Eve it?
Game shot.
Yes, it was a reprieve the bull took with both hands. Wasn't letting that opportunity slip. 5-2. The comeback is on. It is on. You've got to start the fight back somewhere, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Not happy with that. Not happy with that one at all.
41.
See the look of disdain. At the moment, it's tit for tat. You get a low score, I'll get a low score. You get a 180, I'll get a 140 plus. Mirroring each other.
60.
I'm sure James will be hoping that that's exactly what Adam does with this throw.
He dragged them all low there.
Yep. 1 point in it. 5 legs to 2 in favour of Bainbridge, but 1 point in this leg. That's better. That's just under. Will it come down or stay up? Over into the 5. I think you see that Bainbridge's arm, it's tightening up. He's starting to drag them low and then ping them high. Fluency seems to have deserted him for the moment, as it has with James. He'll be very disappointed with that.
30.
2 single 5s. Ball over into the 555 again. That's better.
95.
55. Just sneaks Bainbridge in front in the leg. That's better for the ball.
95.
Going dragged over. Right. Bainbridge could get himself first to a checkout opportunity.
48.
Not sure that he has.
So I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to check with Eskimo Quinn, but I think probably the winner of this is going to stay on the stream board and play
100.
Robbie King.
That is correct, yeah.
Yep.
With Robbie being sitting at the top position of the Order of Merit, would be remiss of us to not watch his next match in the semi-finals of this evening. So 90 here for the ball. Going to go the 8. Oh, he might go the bullseye route. No, goes the 18s, picks up a 4, so 54 for 32.
And he's got it. It's on.
74.
Pulled inside.
So 166 here for Adzi.
Can't shoot out on that. He hasn't made a very big dent in it either. James. Oh, game pulled well inside.
Game shot.
That's bad. Held his nerve. He told you the comeback was on.
Indeed.
So obviously the ball needs to break the Bainbridge flow.
And a good evening to Paul Bethel jumping in the comments there. If you want to get a shout out like Paul, you know what to do.
Look, massive thank you to Paul Bithell for his role in producing the new Dartstream Live shirts that have been sent up to us yesterday. And we will be sporting those around Pine Rivers Darts Club tomorrow, myself and hopefully a couple of others. The new Dartstream Live admin shirts they are. So keen to get them shown off, but massive thank you to Paul Bithell for your help in that.
That's better from James.
100.
That's much better. Cambridge hold it together for one more leg.
100.
Just feel a ton's not quite enough at this stage. The ball pulls back this one. 5-4. Whole different kettle of fish from 5-1 down.
Absolutely. And picking up that triple in the last start could be crucial, keeping within this leg.
Get a bit snatchy.
32.
The arm is getting tight. Just wonder whether the adrenaline's starting to kick in a wee bit. That's better.
100.
That's more like the ball.
I think you called this very early on, Mickey Brock, that keep your eyes open for a comeback because James Bailey doesn't play very bad very often for very long.
Nope. I've seen it too many times over the years.
20-54 down for 32.
Is that a Kim Kardashian?
Oh, what a finish.
Bang.
106.
Bang! 5-4.
With
So
the
not
darts to make it even. And Bainbridge will still have the darts if it should go to a last leg decider.
It is going to a last leg decider. There's no two ways about it.
100.
Yeah, solid ton there to kick off. And Eskimo, we're not going to sit on the line that you were going to say before. We're going to brush swiftly past it and onto this ton from ton 40 from Bainbridge. So great way to kick off the leg. Sticks the pressure on the old boy just a little bit. Oh, but this is good.
120.
Oh, a bit low. Still a 121. Puts him in a pretty good spot.
Snatching that last out again. So that hasn't completely gone out of his game today.
100.
Still in with a massive,
And
massive
look,
shout.
I was gonna say I'm gonna give a little quick shout out here. So my granddaughter's actually watching this in the other room with Deb. So Peyton, hello. Gonna call you out on stream. There you go, Peyton.
Hello, Peyton.
G'day, Peyton. All right, 261, and there's a 60 for Bainbridge.
I think we've just got ourselves on the
104.
Eskimo Quinn Christmas card list there.
Oh, mate, certainly on the Christmas card list now.
Brilliant.
You're never
dart.
off it, Mickey.
Sets
You're
up the
never in doubt.
121 after 9 darts. 259 for the ball.
Oh, just when you don't need it. How unfortunate is that? And he hasn't left himself a check out. So Bainbridge does have 6 from here, minimum. 1.
Picks up the 48 there. Sets up 36. 180 here for Bailey. That's not what he needed. That's less what he needed.
If he doesn't take this leg, it has been an absolutely stupendous fight back.
Absolutely.
20.
And picks up the 18. Leaves the 160. Should Bainbridge miss a couple of darts here,
We've seen him snatching high and wide.
well, he's pulled well in there. 99. He's pulled that in as well. 160
Oh.
is on for the ball.
He's sitting at 111, left himself 6.
160 now for the ball.
Bit of Hollywood.
There's one.
It's on. Oh, we said that in unison.
85.
Double 3 for Bainbridge now. He sets himself, takes his time, doesn't want to rush into this. He just wants to get it done. Throws the Oki. Oh, and he goes high.
Oh,
There's one for double
at
one.
Madhouse.
No score.
Oh,
No, bust.
yeah, look.
Ball
and
comes back.
Pulling that into the one is so easy to do in that situation. 17, 18 for tops.
Yep. Oh, tracked it low. That comes back. 6 again. Will he go straight for it? Will he split it? Went straight for it. Same result.
1 for double one.
4.
Above. Above. Sort of pull. Back. Double 10.
Game shot.
Yes, and there it is. 5 apiece.
Comeback's on.
Wow.
Comeback is
Missed
on.
starts from Adam, but Adam does have the walk now.
Not so
Walk
sure
and
that that is such a bonus at this stage.
No, absolutely.
You're 5-1
1 or 2
up and
loose
you've been
starts.
pegged back.
1 or 2 loose starts, and the walk is gone.
60.
And
Just a
Opening
60.
with a 60 is not strong enough. All the
absolutely
momentum now in Bailey's favour. Oh, above, below. Can't find it.
60.
sneaks
has
one
on the
in there,
third.
though.
Yeah, snuck that one in.
See, for most players who
No,
don't
he
That
sit up-
was called as a 60. I'm sorry, gents. It looked every bit like a ton to me, but Chalkers put it up as 60.
Oh,
Well.
there you go. Where did that dart go?
VAR.
I would be rewinding that one.
I would be too, because that looked like that sat so beautifully on top.
Yeah, but the players know what they've scored. If the incorrect score was punched in, they would have
Oh,
said something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
And we've got young Bailey Jacobs on the mic at the minute, I do believe, doing the scoring. So I got my faith in Bailey as well.
And Chris Bradley, the Declan Bailey fan club, is back. Says the atmosphere is so tense. If Elvis walked in with a portion of chips, you could hear the vinegar sizzle on them.
89.
He's coming in with the chips. I hope he's bringing the hamburgers.
Good pick up there from Adzi.
80.
And the 19 sets up the ton 40. 252 for Bailey. Needs at least a ton. Ton 40 would be brilliant.
It's a minimum.
He's still gettable.
And just in the background there, Kai Smith has won through over Jeremy Fagg 6-3, so he's going to face Mel Cumming, and we are going to go with that game next. And
So that could put Jeremy Fagg out of contention.
Jeremy Fagg is certainly out of contention now, no chance at all. So it is between really Robbie and Mal at this point in time to see who will win the Modus ticket.
Wow. So the 81 on the last visit, picking up the triple, James Bailey, doesn't leave a finish. Adzi doesn't take out the 140, but leaves 58. So has 6 at 58. Needs a massive one here, the old boy, and a 1 is not the way to
Well, he's knocked the one off. That was the moody one.
Wow. 23 off 171. He's going to be so disappointed.
48.
58 for Adzi.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Ooh.
38.
Must be thinking to himself, law of averages, law of percentages. I must hit a
Yeah,
double.
but James has half a chance here at 148, I've got to say. I feel it.
Put it past him.
I can feel it. Well, I can't feel it
Not to
anymore.
be.
Well, I'm not sure what you were feeling, mate, but nevertheless, see, Jimbo is not happy with himself. Having fought back so brilliantly. He's working in nicely.
No score.
Ooh.
Further out. Yet another opportunity for
Wow.
James Bailey.
This is the time,
The
James.
ball,
You've got to step in and
106.
take it.
20, 54 for 32.
Oh, just above.
58.
58 leaves 48. Double.
Wow. Is
Well,
this
we've
the
seen-
time?
Bainbridge struggling on his doubles. Certainly the last 4 legs. Can he hold it together? Can he finally
needs
close
it.
it out?
Just needs that one straight dart.
Oh, he's inside
Oh.
again, double 5.
10.
Outside. Bailey
And-
coming back, 48.
If he pegs this, he needs to go buy a lottery ticket.
16 for 32.
Game shot.
And he's got it.
What a dart. What a comeback. What a player, James Bailey. Don't write him off. Woo. What a sorry. I got excited. I moved away. What a fantastic comeback. I mean, Adam is going to be ropeable with himself. Averages not great, but at the end of the day, you cannot knock a comeback like that.
No, and you know what that was? It was, some pretty ordinary scoring leading to some very, very tight shootouts at doubles. And that's what made it such a great, tense game. And look, Adzi had all the opportunities in the world, and, he's going to know just how unfortunate he was not to get through, and he's going to be probably not the happiest with himself, but made a pretty good account of himself on the stream, and, losing to my old man James Bailey is never something to be too
Well,
upset
he
about.
must be wondering to himself how he could have been 5-1 up and he's ended up the loser or being beaten by James Bailey. But seen it so many times over the years, the way James Bailey plays, he's never out of a match. You've got to finish him off.
Absolutely.
And Adam just couldn't find it. Simple as that.
Hey, do we know if we're going to do? Are we streaming both semis tonight, given it's early, or are we going straight through?
Let me go and check out the what the consensus is, and I'll come back and let you know. But either
No
way,
problem.
the
So
next
Mal
game
and
to be on
Kai?
is going to be Mal and Kai. Mal coming, Kai Smith.
Yep, already
the
assigned on the
screen
board.
very
All right.
soon in the semi-final. So we'll take a short break and be back soon. Cheers, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Modus Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Modus Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
Alrighty, guys, here we are ready for the semi-finals to kick off. Mal Cumming, Kai Smith have already just started the game. So let's flick over there and take a look. Kai throwing now, 296, 40 on the board. And at 60 leaves 236. Mal a bit closer to a finish, but not quite there.
He is now.
He is now.
He is now.
162. Mal Cumming to leave 32.
After 12. Can it be a
Brilliant, brilliant
13
dart.
darter? That'll be a beautiful start for him. Kai, one of those players, sticks his tongue out just as he throws the dart.
Ooh, Mal went to walk then.
He was on
can
the
walk
way.
now.
14 dart to start off a semi-final. You wouldn't be displeased with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I've got to say, the mathematical equation is very simple. If Robbie loses and Mel wins this, then I think Mel is through and wins, and
He's
vice
too
versa.
upset.
And if it's a Mel and Robbie final, then the winner's going to win it.
Winner take all.
Correct.
Bit of extra spice.
And what
As
a
if we
way!
needed it.
What a way to conclude 9 events of the ADC Oceania.
9.
Absolute nail biter down to the semi-final with 180 separating, 180 points separating them. Absolutely amazing.
43.
It just goes to show. Just goes to show. And Mal will want to get back at Robbie for a semi-final defeat in the earlier tournament.
26.
I'd actually love to see both Mel, and Robbie at on that Super Series stage.
100.
Wouldn't that be something? But at the end of the day, congratulations to whoever our 2 reps will be. They fought hard throughout these tournaments.
58.
Well, of course, he's in a bit of a purple patch when it comes to
177.
tournaments in the last 12 months or so. Been picking up wins here, there, and everywhere.
Nice little casual 177 there.
Yeah, nothing special.
Nah.
Just shrug of the shoulders, walk back to the hockey.
Oh,
Game shot.
there
Look
you
at
go.
that.
14-15. What a way to start a campaign in a semi-final.
Yeah, you dream about things like this.
And
And
straight
look,
back into
straight
the
back in the
lipstick.
lipstick.
140.
Have a
Super
word.
darts.
Tell them to calm down. We've got another hour and a half to fill. Kai just not feeling it at the moment.
45.
It's a rare slip there from Mel.
60.
Kai's dad, of course, Ray Smith, did win the Super Series 2 over at the Motor Starts. £20,000 in the pocket, if you don't mind. It's a big kachinga available for players.
Interesting. Did that just say his average was higher than his first 9?
68.
Strange.
I just
Strange
missed that, Ben.
stat.
First 9, 90, average 95. There you go. Wow.
Very strange stat.
140.
That's better from Kai. Does it perturb Mr. Cumming? No, of course not.
$82.
Slightly better, but it feels not quite enough.
90.
90 scored. Left himself 32. Guy has to take this out. Self tops.
54.
Just pulled under. Mal coming back for 32. It served him so well.
Game shot.
And indeed it has again. Mind you, he's let himself slip. 19 darts that time. Very slack, Mr. Cumming.
Yeah, so Eskimo, in answer to your question before, if you peg 32 in one dart, it's actually a 96 average
180.
on your per dart
Look at
average, you know what I'm
this.
saying?
Yeah.
Look at this. Not going to say anything yet.
140.
This is a better leg from both. I'm not going to say anything at all now.
81.
Even Stevens after 6. Now coming 3 legs up, of course.
60.
Can't be disappointed he hasn't left himself on a finish.
$95.
It certainly has.
Yeah, we might get first crack depending what kind does here. Oh, just unlucky there on top of that wire. Oh, and again.
Those darts had every right to ricochet into the treble 20 there and
Oh,
just
didn't they?
avoided it.
That's when you start getting the feeling that things are against you.
And
Now
45
watch
there,
it up.
Mel's done himself no favours. So Kai with an opportunity here. Shanghai. Oh,
Just
and
above.
again, just above it.
60.
He's halved his score. Now coming back on a ton. Strange decision.
40.
Strange decision for mine.
Even Stevens.
And g'day to the dart kid.
Oh, missed the big 20. I mean, we're not up there with the pressure, but missing the big number for any player of this standard, that's a real kick in the teeth.
50.
Ooh.
Inside again.
So double 10. Prodigy. Just on the wire.
Who else is a prodigy?
There it is.
That's better. Adjusted nicely. Clipped in off of the marker. 3-1.
Someone else is a prodigy as well. Who's that?
Don't know.
121.
Oh, Jackson Vickers. That's who it is.
Mr. Brock coming in the commentary booth with his phone volume turned on.
Sacre bleu.
$100.
If he's got his phone volume turned on, I'm surprised he didn't actually take the phone call.
100.
Mind you, it is a Saturday, so that could have been the New South Wales lottery ringing me up to tell me I'm a multimillionaire. And now I've missed the call, chaps.
They'll call you back.
Just after that conversation, Brocky, I thought you left me out of some information you could have told me.
140.
You're a millionaire all of a sudden.
Well, I don't know, it could be.
I think being in the DSL commentary booth for games of this caliber is better than any of them.
Agreed. Agreed. We are probably the most privileged people in Australia. I'll tell you what. And look at it. Look at the standard of this. I'm a bit biased. Mal Cummings, a Team Rebel boy, but he's on a mission. He's now looking at the goalposts. He sees it.
Well, he knows. He knows he's got to win.
And you know what?
20 for tops.
Game
Oh,
shot.
Great
Shanghai,
peg.
thank you.
I would say the same of Robbie King. I was just watching him warming up out there, and These are two titans ready to go. This is where it lies.
If they do meet in the final, it'll be one of those games. It can go one of two ways. It will either be an absolute classic of all time, or because there's so much riding on it, it'll be an average game. I think it'll be the former.
Yeah, honestly, Brock, I don't see it letting us down. I think we're going to see a classic.
I reckon it'll be two heavyweights punching on in the middle of the ring, to be honest, because the way
correct.
Robbie played earlier and the way
Couple of
that
sluggers.
Mal's played, well, the last couple of days, certainly. Well,
60.
today especially over the last two. Oh,
He's been
been throwing well.
It's Big Mal, and he's set his eyes on the goalposts, and beautiful darts from Kai. He's a quality player, that guy.
A lot of talk about how everybody loves Mal. Look, I love Mal as well, but I've known Kai Smith since we were both in nappies.
Yeah.
So
No, we're not dishing.
No,
dishing
not at
Kai
all, not at all.
Like,
The same nappy.
mate, it's not that long ago he went to SA and played in the Swift bike and took out that
Absolutely.
major tournament. The guy is quality, man. No question whatsoever.
40.
And pedigree, like, comes from family with Ray and obviously Connor as well. Like,
Yep.
darting royalty.
We do like a dynasty.
We do like a dynasty. Depends on which side of the pond you're from.
and let's not forget, wasn't he the first father and son combination at the Worlds
Yes.
At the same time.
at the same time? Yes.
No, nobody can ever take that from those guys.
Nope. Absolutely not.
72.
And Yabu sucks to all of the media outlets and TV stations that did not pick up on that story. You're a disgrace. Shouldn't be in sports.
Thanks, Brocky.
You want to tell us how you really feel, Brocky?
108 for Kai Smith, 54, 18 for 36. God, 96
he's
lead,
changed
double
it. Oh.
six.
Double six.
Oh, that's an interesting way to go.
Partial to the old double three myself. I hit it 15 minutes ago on the repertoire.
Yeah, but he was after 15s.
It was after 32, yeah. Wasn't good.
20, 57 doesn't go. 62,
49.
Henley's 52.
Yeah.
Double three.
This is a tricky shot.
Well, he goes straight for it.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Steps over. Oh, just on the wire. He's going to have to step back over the other way, I think.
It's not a bad marker. There he's in. That's a great shot.
Terrific little comeback. We've seen one massive comeback tonight on stream.
Yeah, I know, Declan.
85.
Righto, so Mel with the darts here. 85 to kick off. Kai, you feel has to break here because 5-2.
That's a long way back there.
Yeah, absolutely.
140.
Well, talking about a long way back, we just saw the other bull come back from 5-1. So, I mean, come on, anything's possible.
James
Absolutely.
Bailey reeling in the years.
Yeah. And
The
that
Baldy Bull.
And that game has kicked off the old boy against Robbie King. Bunch of team misfit players. Well, I suppose 2 team misfits, 1 team rebel, and I suppose Kai's unaffiliated at the minute.
Well, yes, he is. We're not going to dig into that just now.
135.
Well.
We might have had some hand in Kai's entries today.
Well,
Will we get, yes, another exclusive coming out via Dartstream Live. Head honcho, Team Rebel himself, Mr. Skippy Dargan.
160 not going to go for Mal Cumming. 40 on the board, with 1 dart in hand.
60.
Makes it a straight 60, sets up the ton. 221 for Kai. Mal has some breathing room.
Mal's darts are coming out real solid, real hard. I haven't seen him play with confidence like this since he won the Oceanic Masters, to be honest. He just looks a different player now.
Solid ton sets up the 121 for Kai. Ton not going to go for
This
Mal,
must be a
but
big
leaves tops.
He's
Massive
the door.
opportunity
Has to
here
go.
for Kai. Has to
Slightly
go.
ajar. The door is ajar. And he's in.
It's
11 for the bullseye, 25 for 36. 11 for the bullseye it is.
Bullseye.
Oh. 90.
Tough shot. It was good effort. Good effort.
I could take nothing away from the effort.
Game shot. And
Mal,
And the tops goes
he-
for Mal.
he's
5
just a,
to
he's
win.
just a real confident guy at the moment. He knows where his game's at, and hard to beat. He's hard to beat.
Yeah, I think one or two of the tournaments he won probably about 12 months ago or so now
96.
really have put it into his head that he knows he's got the game,
Yeah.
and we've seen Mal kick on from that. It's always been good.
No, that's right. And he's had a few goes on the TV now.
Yep.
And it's like for him, it's like an apprenticeship. He's still learning his trade. And you know what? God rest Cut Anderson. He did that for a few years. He learned his trade and then started to win.
Yep.
Mal's in that groove now. Gigi had to do it. Damon Hedda had to do it, and he's in the learning stage now.
Where's that to do?
48.
Yeah,
No, it's about it.
absolutely. And Mal is in that groove. That's where he's at. He is
He's in the elite.
correct. Yeah, he is. He's in the echelons of Australian darts, and he's maybe just below UK darts at the moment, and he's finding his way.
Absolutely. And, you know, he's always been a solid player, really started to become one of those, you know, common names that gets thrown around at tournaments just before COVID.
Yeah.
Had some brilliant runs, not only in Dartstream live comps, but some other online comps. 2 9 darters in 6 months online. And,
85.
you know, since then, he's really become the player he is now, standing in front of us.
You know, he's one of the most approachable guys.
Absolutely.
It gives everyone time. He's out there handing out stubby holders tonight. Just the one guy out there who said, oh, I saw you in the World Championship. Mel went to his bag and got a stubby holder and signed it for him and said, you have that, mate. Guy was nearly in tears out there. Like, he's just a good guy. Just a lovable guy.
Yeah.
He is a big, lovable lump.
I'm going to have to get him to sign my stubby holder now. You've said that.
140.
Well, I'll tell you what, Benny, it might be expensive after this one.
Stocks are going up.
So the big fish for Kai, not going to go. Tries to pick up the 257s, doesn't do that.
Oh,
Doesn't need
you
that
know
at
what?
this
That's
point.
terrible look. That's terrible look.
152 from Mal.
Mel will do his thing.
Not to go either. Straight
Yeah,
ton sets
you know
up
what?
52,
That's
though.
perfect. Like, that's who he is. That's what he does.
51 goes. Surely tops,
He
tops,
has to
Kai
go
Smith.
tops.
Not going to
Okay.
happen.
Did he or didn't he?
91.
Well,
Halfway between.
12
Yeah,
for tops.
you have to. Ooh, bit of a tweak there.
someone pushed him.
22.
Hmm.
Been outside. Guy, bring it back to 5-3.
Oh,
There's
Can
two.
you get
Great,
any closer?
there's two great darts.
oh, wow.
How was one of those not gone in?
Well, you
Wow.
can't throw them any better, can you?
You
Like
can't.
that's brilliant.
Talking about 3 on the wire, width of a wire, stopping him getting the leg.
10 score.
Oh, and Mal now on the wire as well. Kai for double top.
You know what?
Game shot.
Maybe
Okay.
Mal is starting to think
There it is.
where
Right
we're
there.
at and what we're playing for here.
But and he wouldn't be doing that deliberately.
No,
but
absolutely,
it'll
but
just be coming into his head.
It'll be in his head. Yeah, he knows he needs one more leg.
It's always that last leg is the hardest one to win.
It's the hardest of all, isn't it?
Oh, Mal switched down the bottom there. Sorry about that.
Seriously, look at these averages. This is superb. Really is.
140.
Super darts there.
Absolutely, Ben. Superb.
It's Eskimo, mate. It's all right.
That's
You
right.
sound the same.
I'm sure Ben will be very
What
pleased
is
to hear that.
Oh, rap.
Most iconic voice in Australian darts, Ben Hunter, being compared to Eskimo.
Eskimo's trying to be Ben. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
100.
Emulating.
And you're doing a good job, Eskimo.
Yeah, just got to get that beard about another 2.5 foot longer.
He's cut it off. He's giving me a head start.
Oh, it's kind of back.
Going into that one.
261 Prodigy,
Oh,
80 on the
I'll tell
board.
you what. This is good darts.
Picks up the 17 on the last start, leaves the 164.
Need something big from Mel here.
Oh,
Just go
commentator's
off the
curse.
word.
You know what? This could be 5-4 very quickly.
Yeah.
85 leaves 161. I know, Kai. I know he's going to go the 19th
19th?
here. No, he doesn't. Oh my god.
Good job you know him.
I'm just going to sit here and be quiet.
Well, he was probably thinking to
Tom
himself.
picks up
He
and
was,
leaves the 64.
I'm never.
he was thinking to himself, "Hang on, Declan knows me. I'll do something different, just to wind him up."
43.
Leaves 101 there. Mal Cumming,
I'm a
64.
little bit surprised
Wow.
Mal didn't go 25 on that one.
And
Very
just
good.
around the grounds in the other match, James Bailey 2-1 up. Robbie's just pegged that one to bring it back to 2-1. So James Bailey 2-1 up in the other semi-final.
Camera glitch there. Didn't take out the tops on the last start, Kai. 118 here for Mal.
Oh,
Not
that-
going.
an interesting first start. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
makes
got-
sense.
got
Completely
triple.
makes sense. But yeah,
Side.
guy's having a bit of a deep breath here. Pressure on. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's opened the door for Mal because 20 tops.
How many times have we seen Mr. Big Number? He hasn't this
He's
time.
in. Double 10. Come on, Mal.
Oh,
Oh.
Nervy at the end.
they're feeling it, Brocky. They're feeling the pressure.
They certainly are. Double two. That's what I like about Kai. Stops, takes a step back, gathers himself.
I'm tipping Mal straight out this time. He's had a couple of looks at the
In his
peg.
hands.
Game shot. And
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
22 darts and knock that
So
one
that's
off.
our first finalist for this evening. Mal.
He's been the overall merit leader since Geelong, really. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and so he deserves his place.
Absolutely.
Deserves his shot.
Absolutely. And we're obviously, Robbie King is in action at the moment, so it's going down to the wire, Rocky.
Would you want it any other way?
Perfect. Perfect.
And of course, if James Bailey knocks over Robbie King, then it's pretty much guaranteed Mal Cumming will finish top of the order of
Yeah.
merit. Such are the permutations.
Oh, is it though?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's 180. It's 180 points. Yes,
Less than
yes.
600 bucks.
Is it 108
How,
bucks?
how dare you come into my hood and mess with me,
Yeah,
geezer?
sorry, it is.
You doubt
it is.
me.
Now, Mr. Brock, it's been a brilliant day, and now you've brought this fella back. I thought you left him last night, mate.
He's always there lurking in the background. It's a scary thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live.
Sorry,
Well,
I'll cut you off there,
we
guys.
We might take a quick break. Robbie King is 2-2 now with James Bailey. We might go to an ad break and maybe throw the scoreboard over the top of that so you can keep an eye on it. And we're back with the final, Mal Cumming against the winner, Robbie King and James Bailey, in
Yeah.
a
All
little
to
bit.
play for. All to
Absolutely.
play for.
What a buzz.
Absolutely. I'm excited to go out there and watch the Robbie King James Bailey match.
Cheers, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. with a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Modus Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the final of event number 9, the conclusion of the 2022 ADC Oceania Tour, and could not be more poetic. Number 1 and number 2 in the rankings, $180 between them in the final. Robbie King, Mal Cumming, 2 quality players. Mal is showing first as he just won the bull. Let's flick over and check it out. 45 to kick off for Mal.
Yeah, you've got to strap yourselves in because this is going to be a high-octane match. No two ways about it. 1v2, you couldn't have scripted this. If you had, people would be shouting rigged. But 1 versus 2, it really is winner takes all. Whoever wins this will be the Order of Merit champion. So we'll gain that first spot for the Modus Darts Super
100.
Series. Could it get any better than this? Really and truly, could it get any better? You've got Robbie King. He won this morning's tournament.
100.
First player to win 2 ADC Oceania tournaments. Could he make it 3? If he does, he's through. If Mal wins, he wins his second one. He's
81.
through. It's balanced on a knife edge.
Absolutely. And mind you, we should add that I don't believe Robbie King was present at the first 3 events in Geelong Dart Club,
No,
whereas Mal
85.
Cumming has been present at all of them. So it's a testament to the way that Robbie's been performing on the tour that in just 6 events, he's ahead of
75.
what Mal's been able to get in terms of prize money in all 9 events. But doesn't really matter should Mal come through and win this match. 80 on the board, 91
97.
left, hits the 17. 145 here for the Rocket. Starts off down the bottom by the looks. 19 single, so
66.
not going to take it out. 79 on the board, leaves 66.
89.
89, it is, leaves 56. 74 here for Mal. Got to go to 14s, you feel? Yeah.
Would have thought so.
No? Oh,
Oh, let himself double 10 now.
oh, doesn't
64.
go.
It looked in. It just wasn't.
16 for top.
36.
And cannot atone with the third dart. Now coming back, double 5.
Game shot and the first leg.
Bigs it first up. 19 dart leg. Average, well, say average. Good darts, but average for players at this standard, of this quality.
140.
Yeah, a brilliant start there for Robbie. Big ton 40 to kick off. 105 first 9 for Robbie. Brilliant darts.
100.
Solid ton to kick off there for Mal.
That's one thing, is these two are going to keep each other honest on the board. Unlucky, didn't need that.
80.
Looks like 120 scored. Oh no, 80 it was.
Gives Mal a sniff.
60.
Just 60. Again, Robbie's got that look in his
93.
eye. Non-blinking. When he's up at that hockey and he's in the zone, doesn't blink.
100.
First dart gone, no blink. Second dart gone, no blink. Third dart gone.
96.
Then he closes his eyes.
Stern focus.
$60.
All right, 92 here for Robbie. Probably go the 20s route, and he does. Single leaves 72. Goes to double 18, double 18.
56.
Hits 2 singles, so leaves double 18.
Would have been pretty to watch.
60.
Well, that's really made a dent in it. The 181. So Robbie back. Double
Game shot
18.
and the second
level
leg.
up.
Bang.
And he does. First time, well, second time of us now, I suppose.
Mm. Very tense, very tight so far in
140.
The game, best of 11, first to 6. Format that's employed around the
81.
world.
Oh, he went on the bottom of the
137.
board there. Not bad. 137. Managed to pick up 57 there.
45.
224 after 6. You would take that. Must be in again.
85.
85. Yeah.
There you go. 96 first 9 for Mal. 90 for Robbie.
140.
Brilliant stuff there for Robbie. Doesn't quite bring him back into contention for the leg.
Just let Mel know. Still here.
123.
123 rather. Leaves double 8. Does.
And this is strong on throw from Mel. 16 left after 12.
95.
Nice to see a little 13 data. How about 14?
Game shot and the
Yeah,
third
there we
leg.
go. Very nice. It's going with the throw so far. On that scenario, Robbie should win this one. Never judge a book by its cover.
42.
Wow, both players. Bit of a slack start.
Mm.
This leg. Speaks volumes about the tension so
81.
far in the final. Picks up a triple there, and that must be a big relief for Robbie. 6 darts into the leg.
Yeah, well, they both come through very tough semi-finals.
Mm.
How much has that taken out of them? We feel that they will lift for the final. They know what's at
100.
stake here. Everything's on the line. Not saying you don't get anything for second, but when you've got that carrot
81.
dangling there in front of you, tantalisingly teasing, letting you know, I'm here, can you come and get me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
91.
palpitations aplenty, I should think.
It was a nice pick up, that 18 there to leave Big Fish. 170 for Robbie King.
60.
So, Big Fish for the Rocket.
He's in. First
There's
dart's
one.
good. Second dart's
There's
beautiful.
2 for the ball.
Ooh! Narrowly wise, that one.
Fire!
So close.
140.
Brilliant stuff there for Mal. But you feel it could be a little too late in the leg. 9 for double 8. Bit wide.
17.
Ooh. Robbie knows how big that was. 78 here for Mal. Going to go the 18s.
Would be a big break
Oh,
of throw, but he shanks a
Triple
3.
3. Steps back.
111.
Ball.
Triple 1.
Out of bull. Yeah.
Oh, he went for it. Single 9 leaves 66.
30 scored.
Far out, he says, as he goes to pick those darts out of the board.
Double
Oh,
4
Malcolm.
for the Rocket.
Good marker. Inside.
Game shot. And
There
a
we
4.
go.
Cleans it up nicely. Still on throw. 2-2.
121.
121 there for Mal.
Again, a good start, but Robbie firing back.
180.
Oh, brilliant darts, Robbie King.
Everything in the lipstick. Thank you very much. Game on.
60.
Well, we did call it early. We said this would be a couple of heavyweights punching it out in the middle of the ring, and we're not disappointed so far.
Oh, Robbie King is it again.
123.
Agonising.
And there goes Mickey's call for a 9 darter.
No, I said I will call one. Maybe not today,
81.
but I will call one.
Yeah, well, hopefully not before Ben Declan or I.
Well, it certainly won't be if I'm playing. Unless it's the opposition.
$140.
Solid ton 40 there for the ball. Leaves 99. 118 for the Rocket. There's the 60. 18 for tops. Oh,
Again. A whisker. A slight whisker away.
19 tops for the ball, surely.
There's one.
Game shot. And
Bang!
Have a look. Have a look at that. This is what you want. This is excitement. Brilliant.
Love a
dart.
bit of Hollywood. And Mal delivers in spades there.
All we need
Fantastic
now is the
outshot.
big fish. The big fish, a 9 darter. I don't want too much. Can we get it in the next few legs, please?
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
58.
What will that have done? Will that have shaken Robbie's confidence?
56.
Oh, I think it might have. Look at that. It's veered into the 5s and the 7s. Very uncharacteristic of the darts he's been throwing over the last little while. But Mal does the same.
Otherwise,
No, does the same. Wanders a little left.
here we go again.
140.
Yeah, I think the last one's just above. But nice ton 40. Now firing back.
140.
Ton 40. Like
What a
for
match.
like.
What a
Ben
match.
Rob, big rig in the comments. What a game, he says. And every time I see his name pop up in the comments, I think, have we got any news from the land of the long white cloud?
Yes. They've still got a big cloud.
140.
Massive ton 40 there for Mal. Sets up the 108. Robbie not on a finish. Needs something big here to put the pressure on.
60.
Oh, 60 doesn't do it. Leaves 116, but you feel Mal will be walking up, relaxed as anything. Single 18, fails to get the triple. 72 left with a dart in hand.
54.
Splits it down the middle. 116 for the Rocket. Going to go the 19. Single for triple for tops. Not to go.
Saw him do it earlier.
92.
56 leaves 60. 54 for Mal. 14 tops. There's the 14.
Checked again.
Game shot.
Oh,
under
and there it
6
is.
First breaker throw. First breaker throw. Mal, 4-2 up. To coin a phrase. Arrowing in
99.
for the last 2 legs.
$134.
Oh, great switch there.
Very, very solid.
Beautiful cover shooting.
$140.
But Mal coming back as well, 140. Answers in kind.
I've lost count of the times in the commentary I've heard Mel coming back.
Single 20.
56.
Leaves a big fish.
I thought I was told to leave that one alone, Ben.
Oh, no. My apologies. It was 2 single 18s, so 206 remains. Robbie
59.
doesn't pick up a triple either, so both just above the 200 mark. Failing to leave finishes.
This is better.
100.
Solid ton, leaves 106. Robbie hoping to do a bit better than that.
Question's been asked.
And 2 sitting above that.
60.
Wow. Wow.
Not what you would have expected with Robbie there. Not with those first 2 darts. Beautifully placed.
Certainly is a game of millimetres, isn't
6
it?
for tops.
66.
Yeah. Wire. How many times? Feel this has got to go. Can't see Mal missing tops.
Well, those 2 are good.
he's on.
28 left.
Double 14. Oh, very much. 148 out for Robbie King.
Had to go. Pressure was on. Rose to the occasion.
Absolutely. 148
Super
out.
darts. Super darts. What a final.
Come on, Robbie.
85.
Broke back. He was broken. Immediately broke back. Now he has to hold.
60.
Not enough. Couldn't find the lipstick.
And he is going to need another breaker throw to win this, Robbie King. So, advantage still
93.
with Mel coming.
You would think at this level and this standard, whoever's got the walk
40.
should be the winner. Not always, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is darts, Mickey, that doesn't actually go to script.
Well,
Be nice if it
number 1
did.
and number 2.
Well, we did get that
Any
script.
better?
And shout out to everyone there in the Facebook comments. Bailey Bazooka Marsh, heard him on the microphone earlier on. G'day, mate. What was that? Sorry? Oh, Bailey Jacobs it was. Sorry, Bailey Marsh. Bailey Jacobs.
You've got a thing for that Bailey Marsh, haven't you, mate?
Oh, no. It's all about him.
He's
Dave
West-
Sharnock jumps in as well from Western Australia.
81.
81. Is it enough?
Well, it's enough to give him an outshot if he can take it.
58.
And Robbie's not capitalised there.
But if he was to reply to Robbie's last outshot,
Correct.
it's not going to.
140.
Oh, what a brilliant 140 there for Mal.
Piles on the pressure for the
No,
126.
And again, you think he's got to take this out.
Single 19, triple for the ball. Not going to go, so maybe 48 for the top.
98.
Picks up a 60 though, leaves 28. Double
Why not?
10.
You just hit it.
Game shot.
Oh, Mal.
Great
Yeah,
dart.
brilliant darts.
Great darts there.
5-3 to Mal. Mal with the darts. Within one leg of a trip to the Motor Super Series.
100.
American
And,
friends would say he's on the hill. He's on the cusp.
As was said earlier, Mal been the leader of the tour, or very close to it, for pretty much all of the season. And Robbie
22.
taking the top spot earlier in the day today. in only his 5th event out of the 8 that had been played at the time. But the
130.
Gonna cost
winner of
him.
this final does take the top spot and that spot in the Motor Super Series with $2,000 put towards travel.
Still think this final's got a long way to go yet.
30.
I think it has too after those last couple of walks. Very, very average from the bull.
Well, he can see the finishing line.
99.
Needs to regroup.
I think if Robbie was to take out the 167, just how much that would play on Mal's mind. He's not going to.
43.
Only 43. Mal, still in another suburb, score-wise.
Oh dear, 4.
Knocked the 4 off. That was important.
5.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Geez, he's channeling the Eskimo here.
Single 20, 54 for the bull for the Rocket. Ooh.
83.
So will it be Team Misfits ending as the number 1 or Team Rebel as the number 1?
55.
You just really could not have written this script any better.
25.
You're probably messing about a little bit here.
$140.
Don't want to mess about. too
Brilliant
much.
dance there from Mal.
Game shot.
Yeah,
he
and
doesn't.
Robbie picks it up.
You can see by his reaction he felt that was a 180 that was squandered. It was wasted. Too late. 5-4. Robbie to level up. On throw.
100.
Will we get the fabled final leg decider? The game of death.
100.
Ton.
That's all right. From both, it's a good start. As you were saying earlier, Taylor was saying,
57.
100.
Yep. Ton. Your opponent's got to hit a 15 data or you're in with a shout.
Yep.
100.
There we go again. Steady ton. That's how some of these big victories are made.
140.
It doesn't always take the 140s, the 180s, the big checkouts. It takes steady play.
54.
Give yourself the platform, the opportunity to take it out. It's getting a little bit scrappy from both.
43.
Pressure is starting to kick in.
83.
Goes down the bottom, picks up 3. So 83 leaves 164. 161 for the Rocket. Not going to go.
Down.
59.
Only 59. Long way off the trebles there.
164 for the match, though, Mal coming. There's
It's
the
on.
60.
Oh.
54 doesn't go, but if he picks it up on the last start, leaves 32.
96.
Would have been a grandstand finish, would it not? Fitting of this final.
60. 6 for 36.
Game
Bang!
shot. 10 leg.
Robbie the Rocket King takes it.
Final leg decider. The leg of death. Winner take all.
Could it be any more perfect, Brocky? Number 1, number 2, last leg decider. What a brilliant match and what a brilliant day it is.
I wish I had a couple of quid on this now.
96.
Yeah, not too bad there for Robbie. 96. Followed Mal's tongue. That will be favourite for the leg purely and simply because he had the walk. But that doesn't mean anything. Not when you're playing Robbie King.
96.
He's got that look back. Though we did looked rather disdainfully to the side after that last throw.
He did, didn't he?
140.
Oh, great darts from Mal there, 140.
That could be a deal breaker.
Hit the 19, wanted 260s
99.
to leave the 170. Just under the wire, leaves
Got the Bradman.
210 though.
Mal just needs to set himself here. Set himself up.
100.
Oh,
Solid
super
ton,
darts.
leaves 76.
Straight
very,
ton
very
for
good position to
76.
be in. All the pressure on Robbie, but
Oh,
there's
great first start from Robbie there.
It's another lipstick.
140.
Got it.
brilliant,
Looking for
brilliant
reply.
darts there for Robbie. Massive moment. 20. 16 for tops for the match.
36.
Oh,
Oh, and the first opportunity, one missed match dart for Mal Cumming. Robbie King, 70. Can he peg it?
He's in.
62.
Oh,
doesn't
Oh,
get it.
snatched inside. The ball coming back. Tops. Let's work his way in. He's dragged it down. Double 10.
24.
Oh, outside. The pressure is on.
wow.
It's palpable.
And that's pressure right there. Robbie taking his time.
Big time pressure.
Just on the wire. Good marker.
Oh, it's gone next door. Postman has delivered to the wrong house.
Game shot.
There it is.
Yeah.
From Robbie. He has become the second player to win 2 ADC Oceania tournaments, and in the process, he has garnered the number 1 spot on the order of merit. What a final! Brilliant!
Absolutely quality. I'm speechless. I'm full credit to Mal. He has won the spot. Very unlucky to Robbie. Both of them having their match starts there. Whew. I don't know what to say. I'll
Go get him for an interview.
yeah, I might just go and get Mal and bring him back for an interview before we head off for this evening.
Oh, get them both. Get them both if you
Quality.
can.
Well, the studio's a little bit small for both of them at the same time, but we'll see. I'll be back in a moment. I'll leave you with Rocky. I'll see you shortly.
Oh, I just need to have a sharp intake of
Ladies
breath.
and
Bit of a
gentlemen,
breather
Dartstream
after
Live,
that.
in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
Here he is, Mal the Bull Cumming, the champion of the 2022 ADC Oceania Tour, earning his spot in the Motor Super Series. Congratulations, Mal.
Cheers, mate. It's a bit of a shock, but yeah, we got there. Worked hard, and we're there. But
You managed to get your breath back by now?
just.
We were absolutely exhausted watching you play.
Yes.
What a fun! We said it couldn't be scripted any better. One plays two. Robbie leapfrogged you earlier today by winning tournament number 8.
Yep.
Everything was on the line. One plays two in the final. It goes to a sudden death leg.
And we both missed doubles.
Yeah, pretty average sort of day, really.
Yeah. No, Robbie's a class act. He always has been. He's had a little slight slump in the last, 12, 18 months, but it's great to see the guy back. He's one of Australia's best. You don't matter what you do, you got to be on your game to beat him. So
He's won everything pretty much that this region, Oceania, has got to win. He's won all the biggies. Been over to the world stage, as you have as well. A fantastic effort. You couldn't have asked for a more fitting final. Going into the last leg, you've got the walk, and you've got to be thinking, well, I must be favourite for the leg cut because I've got the walk at this level. Did it feel like that?
I knew if I stayed strong and steady, I was hoping to get away with it. It worked out until I got down to a double, and then it didn't work out. But I know Robbie struggled a couple of times in mid-leg, so I was hoping he was going to do that again. But to Robbie's credit, he kept coming, and he just missed that fast double. Hit double 18, I think, to bust. Gave me the shot.
Well, one of the big turning points, obviously, in that game was when he took out, what's it, the 142?
48.
148.
Yeah.
It was 3 darts. He had to take out that double. He had to take out that combination because you were sitting ready, pretty.
Yes,
and the gap would have opened up. That would have been very difficult to claw back.
Yeah.
How were you feeling when that dart went in?
I wanted to belt him, but Robbie's that sort of a player. He can do that, and not just Robbie. Everyone that's in his room is capable of hitting the big doubles when they need to be hit. Myself, I've done it a couple of times. The 99, 19 top stops when Robbie was on a double. It's just something we can do. We know we can do it. We just have to do it.
You've just mentioned tops there. You've topped the Order of Merit. Another trip to the UK.
Yes, yeah.
Are you getting fed up with going over, or are they fed up with you being over there?
They're probably fed up with me being over there. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if my boss will be too impressed about it.
I'll ask her when we go out.
No, my real work boss.
Oh.
Some of us do have to work,
The real
Yeah, don't dig that grave too deeply.
I know you. We'll put that one down to the adrenaline.
Yeah, all right.
But look, we're over there now for the Motor Super Series. There's obviously the opportunity. Not saying it's going to happen or put pressure on you, but there is the opportunity. Win that first week, get yourself into the Champion of Champions, into the Super Series. £20,000 on offer.
Yeah,
not to be sniffed at, is it really?
No, it's nice. We're looking forward to that. But a lot of work to be done between now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to practice more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as most people know, I'm a lazy practicer, but yes, I will put the time on the board this time. Look forward to it. But I'll take the first week as it comes, and then worry about what happens afterwards.
Well, you can't predict what's going to be in the future. All you can do is concentrate and play who's in front of you at any given time.
100%, yeah.
But it's going to be absolutely fantastic to see you back on the world TV stage. I know DSL goes out around the world, but back in the UK, in one of the UK tournaments, that is starting to garner far more prestige because there are further opportunities and pathways via that organisation.
Yeah, for sure.
Very exciting times for you.
It is. My darting career has really started to take off in the last 12, 18 months, 3 years sort of thing. But Yeah, no, looking forward to it. Something different to do. Haven't been to the motors, so this is my first time over there. As I said, take it one day at a time and one game at a time.
Portsmouth is a nice place, mate. Go and see the
So-
Victory,
So
Lord
I've-
Nelson's flagship.
Yeah.
For the Battle of Trafalgar. You'll have a very good time. It's a quite historical area, so you'll have a very good time over there. Looking forward to seeing you playing over there again, mate. Because the more of our players and the more often that you're over there and you're playing in these tournaments, the better it is for, I'll say, Oceanic darts. I really mean Australian darts, people. Wish you all the very best going forward, bud.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
So now look,
And-
very quickly, for those of you sitting there wondering why the camera shot keeps switching over to some people, some different people, that is Mal's wife Tash and his manager Ian Dargan there. You've also got my old man James Bailey, good mate of
Yeah,
Mal.
the old bull. Well,
The old
that is-
bull.
that's the old bull. And I think he's just upset the boss lady.
Yeah.
She just swore at him, so yeah, he's in trouble.
But,
Hey, I was going to say,
absolutely proud of Mal, in tears, and they're celebrating with manager Ian Dargan from Team Rebel. Everybody's absolutely stoked for you, Mal, and so are we. You know, you've been a part of Dartstream Live for as long as we've been around.
So get that one around the corner.
Put to that one.
That one.
hey, Mal, it's Eskimo. Mate,
Hey,
I gotta draw attention to the elephant in the room, all right? Obviously, we've just seen Tash on the screen. The first event that you've actually won, we've been giving you a lot of stick that you can't win when she's there with you. Does this mean that's now dead because you've won this one? Is that right? Can no longer give you stick for it.
The elephant in the room is you, my friend, because you're the only one that keeps bringing this up.
Some people have no life.
No, that's right.
No, mate, congratulations. It's great that mate, super happy for you. I know how hard that you've worked over the course of time and things like that, especially over the last few years. The travel that you put in, the time, the effort, the money, everything. You know, it's amazing to see, and you know, you're reaping the rewards now, winning this one. So, you know, big congratulations from myself and Deb, and you know, everyone else here back in Victoria supporting you as well.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that.
Not many people realise the amount of sacrifice and dedication it takes to reach this level and this standard and go beyond.
No,
You've got plenty left in the tank yet, mate.
yeah, I feel I have. And yeah, it is a tough road. You know, it's not just the players, as we said. You saw Tash on the screen. You know, the hours she puts in booking flights, reorganising cancelled flights, everything else like that.
Organising you mean?
Organised, well, 100%, mate. She does everything. I'm surprised she doesn't even lay out my clothes so I know what to wear in the morning. But you know, I'm still able to do that lot. But yeah, it is a big sacrifice. You know, we do miss a lot of our family. You know, I've got young Charlie growing up. You know, we missed a bit of him. Yeah, it's hard. But we do it for the love of the game and to be where we are now. You know, and as you guys know, you've all followed the journey. You're all here doing DSL and everything. You guys sacrificed everything too. So
yeah,
we can't thank you guys enough for what we do.
Yeah, mate. Ben here, Mel, and 100% definitely have followed your journey all the way, and absolutely loving seeing you. You know, not just take this win, but another trip to the UK, and off the back of the last visit over there, you did quite well. The Modus Super Series is perhaps a platform that you can play your way into. It's not knockout, so you get more than one grab at it. And how are you going to approach that?
Pretty much basically the same as every other game I play. It's one game at a time. I'll put time on the practice board. I'm not one of these guys who likes to know how far or who I'm playing in the next 2 or 3 games. I play the one game, that's it, and then move on from there.
Yep.
Yeah, I play stupid games in my head when I know too much information. There's not a lot in there, but it does think too much.
Well, that's one thing a lot of dart players say. Just don't overthink it. You know, just
100%,
well,
yeah.
basically, pretty much, you got it.
Yeah, I've been told by a few people, don't think, just do.
Yep.
And when I'm not in that mode, I throw great darts. When I overthink it, the 1s, the 5s, the 6s come out, and it's just average.
Up and harder than people think.
Oh, 100% it is, yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought you were channeling me earlier when you threw the 5. I was like, geez, he's throwing like Eskimo here.
I did think it, but I didn't say nothing.
I thought it was Monday nights and trying to carry me through a doubles.
Yeah.
We're going to wish you again all the very best, particularly when you're over in the UK. But with other tournaments that are coming up in and around Australia, I'm sure you'll be a major player in all of them.
Do my best.
Good on you, bud.
Well, look, we wish you all the best, Mel. Quick shout outs from you before we wrap it up for the evening.
Yeah, all my sponsors, they're all fantastic. Loxley Darts, Dart World Australia, Team Rebel, Ian Dargan and all the boys, they support us wherever we go. Condor Darts, they support me with my Condor Acts flights. I can't thank them enough. They're brilliant. And yeah, especially Loxley, they go above and beyond. They've been good. All my shirts and everything. Even though every year I design a new shirt, I want this change, I want that change. They do it for me.
But that's usually the girth size, not
a little bit of it,
okay.
But and Tash, as I said before, she does everything for me, so I can't thank her enough. And you guys here on DSL, putting your time in, you're not getting paid, or well, I don't think you get paid, but you are too bad. But you're here doing your little bit. We appreciate everything you guys do as well. So thank you guys.
I think you could have played up the little bit a bit more, but never mind. We'll take it. We'll take that praise.
He's got some winnings, Mickey. He can share some of that. That's what he's hinting at.
No, it's like a seagull seeing chips. Mine.
Yep.
Look, thanks for jumping in to have a few words with us, Mel. And look, great stuff. It was a real pleasure for us to watch you win that. And we are going to be back tomorrow with more live darting action. Pine Rivers Dart Club event number 10 ADC. We've got a round robin going into a knockout competition. You can follow us on Dartstream Live tomorrow on YouTube. And thanks to the commentary team, Mickey Brock, Declan Bailey, Eskimo Quinn, for all your help. And Ian Dargan, of course, special guest commentary as well. Yep. So great stuff. We've had a wonderful day, and it's been an awesome conclusion. And what a final! What a way to do it. So thanks very much for sticking with us, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.